Well, greetings and grand rising, everyone, and welcome to our 30-day challenge, our 108 Suyad Namahat, or 108 Sun Salutations. And today is day number 26 of our challenge. So, welcome, you all. We have 4 more days before our challenge ends. So, today I don't have any other um, special instructions, I guess, other than to follow along with your visualization. Again, pay attention to your goals, your intentions, and let us continue to release any tension we may be holding in our shoulders, in our chest area, in our hips area, as we are going through our movements. So, today, of course, as always, I will do the first couple with you all, and I will explain these instructions as I'm moving along through the moves, and then you can go at your own pace. Or if you've been working with us for a while, you can just start out at your own pace. And I like to do our first movements slow because that is allowing our bodies to warm up. That is allowing my body to stretch. And at times I will sit in certain moves to allow my body to stretch a bit more. But I'll do that after I go through the instructional versions. So we will start with the modified move, and then we will go to the full out movement. And you can choose which one you'd like to continue with for the duration of your movements. As always, listen to our bodies. Raise your arms up. Inhale and forward fold. You're going to place your hands flat on your mat. If you cannot reach your mat, slightly bend those knees or use some blocks if you have some. You may also use pillows. Step back with your right foot as far back as you can comfortably go. Slowly drop that right knee to your mat. Step back with your left. Bring your left knee to meet the right. You are engaging your core here. This helps to prevent any injuries to the back. Here we'll go into our plank. Bring both knees slowly to your mat. And now we will go into a cat pose. So I want you to take your spine as close to the ceiling as you can, and your eyes will be facing your thighs. Next, we go into inverted cat or cow pose. Your eyes are facing forward, and you're stretching your abdomen. So there is a dip in your back. You're still engaging the core. That helps to prevent strain on your back. And now you're going to neutral spine, where your eyes are facing your mat. Slide your right hand in a little. Bring that right foot up to meet the right hand. And you're going to drive the weight into the right heel as you push off with the left foot to stand. Slowly straighten those legs. You are in a forward fold. Your eyes are facing your knees, arms outstretched, and inhale as you rise. And let's do that again. Forward fold, exhale. And take it slow. This is our second movement of the day. Hands on your mat, slightly bend those knees, step back with the right foot. Slowly drop that right knee to your mat. Step back with the left. Bring that left knee to meet the right. Go into your plank. Bring both knees to your mat. And now we access cat pose. And now we go into cow pose, where our eyes are facing forward, stretching the abdomen, and neutral spine into looking at the mat. Now bring your right hand in a little, bring the right foot up as we stand. Slowly stretch those legs. You can feel a good stretch back here. Arms outstretched, and you rise. Now we will move into our full out movements. It's about 12 steps or so. So inhale as you rise, engage that core into a slight back bend, forward fold, slow. Now later on in your movements, hands flat on your mat, you can go into a deeper back bend if you're flexible. Bend those knees and step back with the right foot here. Slowly bring that right knee to your mat. Step back with your left. Bring that left knee to the right. We go into our plank. Bring both knees to your mat. And instead of our cat-cow pose, I want you to take your chest and your chin to meet your mat. You're going to go straight down and your elbows will be hugging your body. You still want to engage the core because you can strain your back. Now you're going to push up into upward dog, and the tops of your feet are now flat on the mat here. Engage your core. Now you're going to push back into downward dog. So you curl your toes under and you push back. Your ears are now next to your shoulders. You can feel a good calf stretch here. You want to try to push that heel into the ground. Slowly bring both knees to your mat. Slide your right hand in a little to bring that right foot up. Drive the weight into the right heel as you push off with the left, preparing to stand. Straighten your legs, arms outstretched as we slowly rise. And we finish with another back bend. Inhale, so we're going through a second full out movement. Straight back bend. And forward, fold, slow. Slightly bend those knees with your hands flat on your mat. Step back with the right foot. Slowly bring that right foot to your mat. Step back with the left. Bring the left knee to meet the right. Go into your plank. Bring both knees to your mat. Remember to engage your core. Now we're taking our chin and chest to our mat, elbows hugging your body. Then we push up into upward dog. Now we curl toes under. We push back into downward dog. Try to get those heels to your mat. And slowly bring both knees back to the mat. Slide your right hand in a little. Bring the right foot up. You're in your deep lunge. And this is here where you can stretch a bit more, especially in your first set. So you don't have to rush this portion either. And we push off with our left as we are in forward fold. And this is another area where you can stretch a bit more. Arms outstretched as we slowly rise. And we finish with our slight back bend. So this is your comfort level. So go at your own pace from here. Again, as I always say, we will do slower movements to stretch our bodies. We will do faster movements to build muscle. And the really fast movements will help you to enhance your cardiovascular system. So sort of like a cardio workout. So go ahead and get into your 108. I will normally do just the 10 set and then I'll take a break off of live. But if you have questions, always ask the questions and I'll get notification if you post them in the chat. So I'll be able to see those. And you may always reach out to me through my website at whliam.com. So that's whliam.com. If you want a private consultation. Yes, I still use my counters, my crystals and gemstones to help me keep count instead of holding the count in my head. So I do strongly advise that you use some counters, whether they be buttons, bottle caps, or pieces of paper, whatever helps you to keep that count of the number of moves you have completed. So I have 10 crystals, gemstones, and another set of 11. So I have a crystal and gemstone for the set and one for each move. So you might want to do that instead of having a full 108 pieces of paper. I know it can be a little daunting to continue this journey, but that's why it's important to have your goals and to write them out, to see yourself putting it to paper, and to record what you're feeling and experiencing each day after you complete your sets. This helps to keep you focused on what's important. It's always easiest to start out with vigor, but when you get closer to that completion date, for some reason you want to slow down, pull back, or I'll finish it later. Don't allow those thoughts to fester. Find what keeps you motivated. And if you can't find that, then send me a message. Because I don't want any of us to let it go when we are so close to the finish line for this particular challenge. And it's also a good idea to record yourself, because I can see, even on day one, that I was not as flexible in my forward fold as I am today. And I know I've spoken about it in previous videos where my knees have gotten stronger, especially the one that I had the injury on. So there are certain things that you can account for. And, these milestones, these things can help to keep you encouraged. as you're flowing through this challenge to record what is happening. And that, again, is why I encourage you to journal about these experiences. You can see in real time how you are benefiting from requesting the sun's energy and allowing your body to cleanse and to be restored. And remember, drop the tension away from the neck. Focus on that as we are doing a lot of shoulder movements here. And it can be easy to just continue with the shrug. So here, what releasing tension looks like for me is to just allow my head to hang as my eyes are facing my thighs. And here, what tension releasing looks like to me is pulling my shoulders back and down. So with intention, I am pulling them back and down instead of allowing them to do this. And the same thing here. I intentionally pull my shoulders back and down as my eyes are facing the mat. And here, releasing tension looks like allowing my head to hang. Okay, so we have completed our first set. Now, I want us all, of course, to continue with the energy, the joy, the excitement that we've had going into this challenge. And if you find that that excitement, that joy, that energy is waning, then revisit your goals. Start journaling about your feelings. Start journaling what is happening to you in this current time, in this current moment, because this could lead you into understanding other areas of your life. Well, maybe you just took on a more difficult or challenging project at work, And that type of stress is now affecting other areas of your life that you may not have normally, paid attention to. So these are subtle differences that we need to start understanding in order to create this reality that we want to live within. And so, what I'm referring to is Quantum Soul Alchemy, 30 Days of Filling into Abundance. That's where I help clients understand what their emotional center is in terms of their chakra portals and how they respond to the environment. And that emotional center can help us determine the best modes or the best techniques to use in order to keep us in our happy space. Because as we are holding on to these different types of emotions, you know, different thought patterns and thought forms, we are literally creating the reality that we're living in. So if your thought forms are a bit mellow or, laid back, then you're creating that laid back environment. But if they are on the negative spectrum, then we're creating that environment of more stress, more turmoil, more, even challenging situations that seem, we can't get out of. So what can help you to remain in that positive state of mind so that you can start to build that positive reality, so to speak? And once we understand that emotional center, we don't have to think about being positive. We just know the things we need to do, and we can focus on doing those things, and everything else will fall into place. So once you understand, which through journaling, what your body is needing, what your emotions are feeling like, then you can understand how to start tailoring different activities to create a better feeling, to create a better environment. So I teach you that using the Quantum Soul Alchemy process. So you can get that journal at Amazon.com. I have the link in the description box below. So you can also search by my author name, Liam J. Adair. That's my full name. Or you can just, again, just click the link in the description box. That's much easier. But yes, it is important for us to process these emotions, to understand what we're feeling and thinking at these times, especially when we're doing our sun salutations. Because again, we are harnessing a lot of energy, and we want our bodies to be able to use that to the fullest advantage. Okay. So if you have any questions or you want a personal consultation, visit my website again at whliam.com. So, as we say in closing, let us be present, let us be of light, and let us be of love.